Alpha. Hi, my name is Kali, and this is my first YouTube video. In this YouTube video, I'm sharing three of the mindsets that I think I have or I used to start this YouTube channel. I start recording myself like this. Right? Just three mindsets. In these three mindsets I have, I think the third one might even be something that you might be doing already. I feel like most people, if you tell them you started YouTube, the person look at you like maybe is just about the money. It might just be about the money, right? So, but that thinking might make you not start because it's not even like you can. It's not even like you can actually make. It's not like it's easy to make that money, right? This can you actually do this because there's so much work involved in this. Whether you even have the charisma, you might think maybe I'm not so funny. You don't embarrass yourself in public, and those things can limit. If I only give myself as an example, me, I created this channel like a year ago when I was turning 30, and the intention was, documenting my 30s. So, but up until now, I've not done anything about it. So, you know, but somehow I've jumped and passed and seen here now doing my first video, right? The first mindset I have for starting this is for documenting. So just like how the intention was for me to document my 30s, right? That's why I started this channel. In fact, documentation, I've seen it is so valuable. Imagine maybe trying to integrate a particular software or API and there's no documentation for it. It's going to be very difficult. In some cases, maybe you might eventually find out why, but it will take way longer. So I think this is enough ginger for me to do. In fact, not even just this. Imagine buying a table that you need to assemble, and the people sell it or the manufacturer doesn't add that documentation for how to assemble it. You may eventually find out how to do it too, but it just take way longer than you should have. In fact, you might miss some pieces. Some pieces you might not even know where they're supposed to fit. So and not just in fact, even the Bible is a form of documentation, right? I didn't even think about this in the script I wrote. So but yeah, so documentation is really nice. I think this is another ginger for me. So but not just about documentation. The it's also about sharing, right? There's this Steve Jobs quote about whatever it is that we see now, it's for somebody else that did it.
Life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you.
Today now you can go to YouTube and search for how to do this or how to do that. And somehow a video will turn up and it's because somebody shared it. That thing will be very helpful for you because somebody actually took out the time and the effort to share that video and somehow that your issue you're able to solve it. That's a motivating fan, one of the motivating fan or the mindsets that I have starting this channel. Another thing is because it's not just about sharing, right? You even need to know how to present the information that you're sharing. So there's a challenge in that, like there's work involved in making these videos. I think as I grew older, I just noticed, these things there's a way they ginger me to want to learn, to want to find out how does this thing work. In my final year in the university, as my fifth year in the university, I made a list. I made a list of things I wanted to try out, and I did a couple of them. Some of them were like flops. So, but there are some of them that actually turned out well. One of them was to write softwares, right? And that's the current job I'm doing now. And one of them self now is YouTube. And I'm here now doing YouTube. So somehow the challenge here has finally caught up with me. And not just that, I'm even learning to play the guitar. Yeah. I'm even learning to play the guitar, you know. Before now I had zero knowledge about how to play the guitar. I mean, I didn't even understand what all these things were. So, but somehow now, I'm getting a hang of it gradually, gradually. I currently learned the E minor chord and A chord. Let me just play something. Let me just see. Oh well. Let me embarrass myself for now. That's it. So it's like all these things you just check, what does it mean? What is it to like the value of something is what is its worth to you, right? That's how you value something. There's so many of all those things. It's just like let me give you an example, maybe cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. Initially there's no value. So somehow it's a value that people put on it. So you, in anything you do, not even just this video, just anything, you just think about it, like what's the value you place on this thing. So answer the question in the title of this video. So is there any point? Was it worth it? So for me, definitely yes. Not for anything like these 3 points I've mentioned, being able to document, being able to share, and even the challenge. If this video was helpful for you to get started with your own, or even get started with something else that is not just these videos, I guess the plan or the aim of this video has been met, even if it's one person. I think this is my own 2 cents about this. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.